guys, so what I got is I set up a little USB fan running on a power pack. It's the one actually I set up in the shower to help dry out those mats, but I guess the mats were due for a wash anyway. So the fan is speeding up the curing of the glue, which is good. So in about an hour or so this should be ready and I'll be mounting it up. Now, one thing I gotta mention, I totally forgot my dad gave me some silicone, because I could have used silicone here and it would probably work better than this glue. But I'm gonna try this. If not, I can always remove it after the fact. That's why I'm letting the glue harden up and do its thing. And it's basically, it's double gasketed, so it should be plenty. And I got plenty of stem for the tube on this setup. One thing I gotta mention, even with the new filters, it looks like it takes 24 hours for the rain to filter through the filters. I have 7 filters in there. That is slow. So I didn't think it was that long, but yes it is, and I'm definitely going to need an overflow like you guys mentioned many times to me, but I got to figure out how to make one. And a lot of people said, oh, put a valve in, it'll regulate the flow. I can't do that. I need fresh air unless I punch another hole in the wall in the tiny house to get more oxygen in here, because the tiny house is tight. I probably overdid it for insulation, but it made a hell of a difference. So, meh, catch 22. So, what I want to do is, well, I want to get this thing done, but once this bad boy is hooked up and ready for tonight, I'm going to have to I'm going to have to get up early, come in early to the tiny house here, turn everything on, so when we come over, the guy walks in and he's like, holy shit, right? So I'm going to have the lights on, the fans on, the free TV on, get free aerial TV. Depending on how hot it is, I don't know if I'm going to set up the air conditioning. The only reason I don't want to set up the air conditioning is because it's not part of the package. I doubt I want to sell my air conditioner or my generator. Unless he wants to buy it, I'll ask him. I'm going to leave the air conditioner here on the table, show him the generator in another room, and if he wants to add that to the deal, then he's going to pay more. I'm not giving stuff away, sorry. And that goes towards, and if he wants the MPPT charge controller and switch in the other room, extra. If he wants my Dyson vacuum cleaner, extra. If he wants basically the tiny house turnkey, like he just gives me a fat check and comes in here, well then he's going to pay for it. I'm going to make sure the numbers are right before giving away all this stuff. That's not going to happen. Got to be careful, guys, because there's scammers out there. And I'm expecting this guy to come in. He'll either be in love with it or not, and if he is, he'll try to Jew me down, talk me down for price, and it all depends what he wants, part of the deal. If he wants this air conditioning and this it's gonna add if he wants the air conditioning and the generator, it's gonna be like, I don't know, what's the generator worth, guys? Almost $1,000 by itself. Be like $1,200 extra just for that combo. And then if he wants the, what's the other stuff? MPPT charge controller and stuff. The switch and the MPPT, that's going to be like easily over another grand. So if he wants to throw in all this other stuff, let's call it $25,000 for total for everything, and then I can live with that. And if he bites on that, then there you go. If he doesn't, then I'm gonna have a lot of shit to clean out here. That's for sure. A lot. But I'm just gonna chill out, watch some more entertainment stuff. The sun is going down. Let me check what time it is now. Sunlight is fading fast. It's 5:45, and it is July the 21st on a Sunday. And I want to get home for Fear the Walking Dead, so I want to get this thing done. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah, so that's it for now, guys. I'll be back. Alrighty, guys, so I had to bust the camera out because this is a good example of the airlock situation. The water is now below the filters. Okay, so now we're getting atmosphere through the filters because they're not underwater, they're getting oxygen. And now you can see the speed of these things drastically increase because of that. And this is why I had to bust out the camera. This will help explain that airlock, because they could, like, oxygen maybe non-existent here because there's water sitting in the end of these tubes as it builds up. But as long as we're getting air up here, because the water level is down below the filters, air can penetrate down through the setup and give us atmosphere and drain things at a faster rate, as you can see here. So there you go. And what I did was I drilled a tiny hole in the top of this tank and on the opposite side, and I'm getting ready to send some wire up because we're gonna wire these I'm gonna wire this contraption up I'm making, and then I'll have to undo the wire holding that guy in and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it'll still probably look like hell, but not as bad as this, and it should, I'm praying, fix the leaking issues. Because, and I gotta come here early tomorrow anyway, and if it doesn't fix the leaking issues, then it could definitely pooch the sale of the tiny house. If it rains tonight. That's the trick. But so far we've dodged any more rain, and that's a good thing, because this thing is just finishing off getting rid of that excess water, and it's not getting too high there in the tote. I would expect it to be up to there, but it's got close. But it ain't over yet, so we'll see what happens here, guys. I'm just gonna try to let this thing drain down. Been at the tiny house pretty much all day today, so there you go.